What's up, guys? This is Waukesha Sub Productions, and I just wanted to say thank you for helping me reach 1,000 subs. I know I sound like a broken record at this point, but I really appreciate all your support. This is also my first narrated video, so hi. Hope I sound normal. But all jokes aside, I really appreciate your support, and I've been having a lot of fun posting videos on this channel, even if most of them are shorts. So with that, let's get the questions started, shall we? Our first question comes from Class 1 Railfan, and he asks, how many NS Heritage units have you seen, and how long have you been railfanning for? So far, I have seen 3 NS Heritage units. The first one being 1065 down on the UP Geneva sub. The second one being 1067 on the CPKC Watertown sub. And the third one being 8104, my personal favorite of the 3, on the Waukesha sub. This close to home, pretty cool. As for your broader question, I've been railfanning for a little over a year now, and it's been quite a lot of fun. Now, I technically have been railfanning for a longer time. As you'll see, I've got like a video of Big Boy back in 2024, and even some 2023 videos, but if you were to ask me how long I've seriously been railfanning, that would be for just a little over a year, and it's been a lot of fun. Genuinely, there's not really many hobbies that are more therapeutic for me than just going out and watching these big metal objects move around. I mean, call me crazy, but it's a pretty fun thing to do. Something all rail fans understand. I love trains. Me too, dude. Respect. Not a question, but thank you. Trains in vanilla Minecraft? Sure, why not? Why did you start a YouTube channel? Very good question. Now, if you scroll down to my oldest videos, you'll notice that my oldest videos are of plane spotting and not train spotting. That's because, I still like planes and still would go out, admittedly, if I really wanted to. But it's more of, I'm just into trains now, and you can go watch those plane videos if you want. They're still up. But as for why I started it, just to show other people my train catches. That was kind of the idea, and obviously, I wanna have a purpose behind me just catching trains. I don't want to just, I'm just gonna go out and catch trains. Well, why are you doing it? Well, this actually gives a better purpose behind it, and just, interact with you guys, because it generally just makes the hobby a lot more fun for me. What do you think of those former City Rail Gevos that CN has? I like City Rail Gevos, but I really do not like what they represent, because that basically just meant that CN had to get rid of all of their remaining lovely Dash 8s. Those standard cab ones especially, dude. These things look beautiful, and it's a real shame that they're gone now. And really, the City Rail Gevos are the main reason all those locomotives are pretty much gone at this point. They were on funeral trains all the time back in 2021 and 2022. And that was before I seriously got into the hobby. And of course, right as I get into the hobby, of course, all of these things are near extinct now. I mean, I've only been able to catch, I think, 2 Dash 8s in total, and they were on the same train. So I like them, but I do not like what they represent. What is your favorite BNSF locomotive? Including fallen flags, it's got to be a toss-up between the Santa Fe Bluebonnet and the BN Whiteface, the SD60 ones more specifically. Those look awesome. As for BNSF themselves, the H2, this scheme is incredibly underrated. I really like how they took inspiration of the Santa Fe Warbonnet, the nose of it, and they put it on the H2 scheme. I really like it. Also, definitely has the best rear because it's actually got a logo on it and it isn't just full of empty space. I'm going to only do just one for this, but if you could pick 4 random locomotives to lead a train and form a dream consist, which ones would you choose? Thought hard about this one, but I think I'd have a BN SD60 Whiteface leading, I'd have a Santa Fe Bluebonnet trailing second, NS 1071 trailing third, and then a Santa Fe Warbonnet trailing fourth. You can tell I just love BNSF. Are you ever going to spend a full day at Duplingville? Yes, I will, once the weather gets nice enough. What is your favorite fallen flag? Santa Fe 100%. I know, call me a normie. I don't know, like rarest catch or something? Favorite place to rail fan? Rarest catch, in my opinion, that I've gotten is this Sioux Line GP9 that I caught on the CPKC Watertown sub. That's definitely going to be scrapped now. It's debatable whether that or this one was more rare. Some people have said that this is. It's a BC Rail and Blue Devil -8 on a funeral train. That one being the final Blue Devil. But either way, both these catches are absurdly rare, and I don't think I'll ever catch them again. As for favorite place to rail fan, it's got to be Mason, Illinois, or really just anywhere on the Chillicothe sub, but especially Mason because they go about 70 miles per hour or above over here, and oh my gosh, it is just so cool to see them go that fast, and you can catch some pretty crazy stuff. I mean, I've caught a war bonnet leader, I caught a Southern Pacific unit here too. I mean, there's just a lot of really cool stuff you can catch on here too. Even get some meats here and there. It's just a fantastic place to rail fan, and I highly recommend if you live around here to go there. It is such a great place to rail fan. How did you get into the hobby? So I grew up near the CPKC Watertown sub, and trains have sort of always fascinated me. Like growing up, I watched Thomas and Friends, which if you're a millennial or a Gen Z rail fan, you probably have too. That or Chuggington, one of the two, I would guess. But you know, growing up near the CPKC Watertown sub, it was always interesting to just see, you know, what came through. You know, I couldn't tell you what came through, but, you know, YouTube videos back in the day will probably show you what did. And, you know, back in 2023, 2024, it was really only steam engines. But now I'm actually interested in the modern stuff, and now I've sort of come to realize, oh shoot, the best days are behind us, and there's really not a lot of cool stuff to catch now. Trains overall were a big part of my childhood, and the fact they're still a part of me today is pretty cool in my opinion. What truly motivates you to chase trains? I'd say what truly motivates me to catch trains is really to just get away from it all. Like I work, you know, I'm not going to say I have the hardest job ever, but it's certainly not the easiest. I work 10-hour shifts and I wake up at 4 a.m. and it's not easy. It's definitely not easy, but it's not the hardest thing in the world. I'm not going to sit here and act like I've got a hard life, and realistically I've got it pretty great compared to most people, if I'm being honest. But you know, going out and catching trains is just a way for me to get away from everything. And I think a lot of rail fans can resonate with me on that. I think we all feel that way sometimes. We just want to get away from everything and just not have to think about what's going to be happening next week. Like, oh, I got to work so much next week, or, oh, I got this going on. Where instead you can just go out for the day and watch some trains go by. I mean, call me crazy, but it's a very therapeutic thing for me to do. Wanted to revisit one of these questions since multiple people asked, but are there any contests you missed that you really wish you could have seen? Statistically, the rarest thing I've missed was Delaware and Hudson 7304, probably the last one in its original paint. But the one that definitely hurts the most is CN 2100. That was so bad. It was early at work when I got word that this thing was trailing third southbound, and I was just like, no. But sure enough, it did, with a BC rail too. This hobby is so painful sometimes. Do you love or hate GE and EMD rebuilds? Yeah, absolutely I support it. Old power being used for a longer time, even if they're rebuilt, I super support it. It's genuinely a really, really fun thing, and it allows these older locomotives to have a new lease on life. So overall, I enjoy it. You know, from Dash 9 rebuilds to SD75i rebuilds or anything, I approve of it. Though it could mean an engine's being stripped of its heritage, but other than that, I see it as a good thing. Anyways, that's going to wrap up this particular video. Sorry about it being a little bit late. Just been really busy lately with a lot of stuff. I appreciate your guys' support, and if you liked what you saw, feel free to leave a like and subscribe if you want to see more. Thank you guys for watching, and God bless.